What's up, guys? So, I really wanted to talk about how the first step to moving on from something is literally wanting to. Like, if you don't want to move on, you're not going to. Like, it can be like you moving on from a person, a situation, a job, a relationship, anything. Like, once you decide that you want to move on, then you will. And I think that people lie to themselves a lot because they don't want to move on from it, because they keep talking about it. They keep putting themselves in environments that they know holds the energy of what they're trying to move on from. And if you truly want to move on from something, you just will. Like, you have to just decide that you want to, and then you will. Like, there's been so many times where I caught myself, like, still talking about a situation that I was trying to actively move on from. And then I told myself, I said, Mar, well, if you keep speaking about this situation over and over and over and over and over and over and over, for me personally, when I talk about things, when I speak about it, I literally feel what I was feeling in the moment of it happening, in the moment of me saying it. And that's not conducive to me wanting to move on from it. So I definitely give myself like grace and time, but I give myself at least a day or two, maybe at max a week, to like think about things, feel things, and like talk about things. And then I just give myself that boundary of, I'm actually not gonna speak about this anymore. And I tell people all the time, like, hey, don't bring this person up or this situation up to me. Don't ask me about it, because it's in the past. Like, it's not a part of me anymore. It's something that I'm moving away from. And I think it's really important, like, just to redirect your energy in places where you want it. Because, like, when you really want to move on from something, trust me, there's a lot of things and people who I have moved on from. You really have to just quit cold turkey, quit talking about it, quit hanging out with people who know them, quit going to the areas. Like, you literally just have to reinvent your whole entire life. And like, that's just the best way to do it. You have to want it. Like, you have to. And honestly, it goes for everything in life. Like, you genuinely have to want it to get it, and believe that you can get it or get to that point. Yeah, believe it and you can achieve it. I have this one friend, well, I actually have a few friends who's like actively going through breakups and stuff. And don't get me wrong, like, I've been through those things, but it definitely gets to a point, just because I know that when I'm actively trying to move on from something, if I keep talking about it to people who I know will feed into that energy and enable me, it's not gonna help. Like, it just makes me feel so bad. That's why I give people, like, I tell people, like my friends, I'm like, yo, do not ask me about this person no more. Do not ask me about that job. Do not ask me about the people you used to see me hanging out with. Don't ask me about them. It's not a part of my life and who I am anymore. So just, I don't want to talk about it. I don't, like, no. And people kind of, like, I've had people say that that's avoidant, but really it's just me protecting myself and my peace and my energy. Because if I genuinely feel happy over here, why am I going to subject myself to the energy over here that hurt me? Like, it literally does not make sense. And people keep making excuses, like, for themselves and for the patterns that they keep falling into. And it's like, if you keep speaking and giving life to something that you're trying to move on from, you're either gonna keep attracting that same loop, or you're never gonna move on from it. That's just the bottom line. But you're just going to keep attracting situations that you keep speaking life to. Energy goes where energy flows, or energy flows where energy goes. Energy grows where, I don't know, wherever you put your attention to, that's what grows. So put your energy to yourself, put your attention to yourself, speak life into yourself, speak life into things. You think that I was just born an artist? No. You think that when I first started painting, I called myself an artist? You think when I first bought my first sketchbook, I called myself an artist? No, it took me a very long time to even get comfortable. But I said, you know what? There was a point in time where I said, no, I am an artist. And I locked in. And that was a decision. I started speaking that over my life, not, oh, I'm trying to do art, or I'm trying to learn how to paint. No, I'm a painter and I'm an artist. I'm a producer, I'm a musician, I'm an artist. That's it. Like you really just have to make your choice and then make a decision. Choose to speak about what you want and then make a decision. I chose to rework my words and how I speak about myself. And then I made the decision to call myself an artist. I made the choice to pick up a paintbrush, try and give my energy to it, spend my time, practice. And I got to a point, I said, you know what? I am an artist. Like, this is like what I'm dedicating my life to at this point. And I really wanted it. And like, that's why you can't feel too bad for people, because if they really wanted something, they would do it. Like, if they really wanted something, they would get it some way, shape, or form. It doesn't mean you're gonna get it the next day or like the next hour, but, or even within a year or within 5 years. But why are you stalking me? Why are you stalking me? God. But yeah, you can't feel too bad for people, because one, people have the power to make the choices and decisions in their life. That's just straight up. That's just number one. Like, people have the choice and the decisions, and they make them. And that's like, your life is literally a reflection of what you choose to allow in it. And also, that goes hand in hand with karma. Like, what you accept into your life is what will happen. What you give is what you get. Dharma, flow, it's all interconnected. Like, if you want good people in your life, you have to be a good person. That's just the bottom line. You want people to show up for you, you show up for people. That's literally just how it works. Like, I've seen it with my own two eyes. I'm literally a testament to it. Like, it's so crazy. Like, it sounds so silly and it sounds so like just, you know, but like, it's actually the truth. Like, that's literally how it works. But what was I saying? Yeah, people make the choices and the decisions in their life, and then when their life becomes a reflection of that, you can't feel too bad. You can't feel bad for the person who constantly goes back to the person who hurt them, and then they get hurt, and then they come to you crying about it, and it's like, this person showed you that they was a raggedy bum the first week that you met them, and you still decided to engage in it. I don't know why. Like, it doesn't make sense in my head. But people typically show you, if not the first like month, within the first week of them knowing you. That's why like my patience is very thin for new people in my life, just because I have no space for confusion. I have no space to teach a person how to be a decent person. I'm not a mom, you know, I'm not like your dad. I'm not your therapist. I'm not your counselor. Like, I'm personally not in a position to teach another person, well, I'll say teach another adult to be a decent person in my life. I always have to preface it with saying, like, in my life, because what other people accept is their business. But I feel like the life that I curated for myself, I have no space for confusion. I have no space for like dumb I have no space for people who don't love themselves. That's just the bottom line. I really don't. And I feel like you can always tell when people love themselves based off of what they accept into their life, what they choose to give energy to, what they choose to speak about, how they choose to spend their time. Like, you can always tell if a person actually truly even likes themselves. Forget love, because a lot of people don't love themselves. Like, girl, do you like yourself? Like, do you like yourself for real? A lot of people don't. Because me, like, I feel like I love myself most, and there's just a lot of things that I will not accept because I know what I deserve. And it's important to know what you deserve, and it's important to know what you like, and it's important to know what you want. And you have to make that decision. If it's something that you truly want, you better start making choices in that direction and then come up with a decision. You better do it. Because if you don't, it's like, you can say that you want something so bad. You can say that you want something oh so bad. But if you're not doing anything, like, if you're not doing anything to set yourself up to get what you truly want, then you don't really want it. You just don't. And that's just the bottom line. Like, I think that there's, like, especially when it comes to manifesting, there's a way that you speak, the things that you speak over your life. Like, I definitely watch out for that. Like, when I'm speaking to people, I see how they speak and how they speak about themselves. I don't really care how people speak about others. Like, it's really all about, like, their perspective on themselves. Like, whenever I hear people say that they're trying to do something, or maybe in the future, possibly, it's like, okay, you're not even really affirming it for real. You're not. Whenever I hear people say they can't do something, it's like, whoa. Because personally, I feel like if you can read, you can do anything. Like, you can't follow a simple set of instructions. And now in this day and age, all you have to do is watch a video. Like, to truly learn how to do something, it's just about comprehension and doing it. Like, what do you mean you can't do something? Like, it just, yeah, it's like, paying attention to things like that is very important to me, because I don't need anybody in my life, if I'm having a conversation with them, they kind of subtly, like, speak that over my life. And it's like, no. And, like, I have no, like, real issue, like, telling people, like, hey, like, yes, you can, like, you can do it. But it gets to a point where it's like, if somebody doesn't believe in themselves truly, like, it's really not much that we can say. Like, people have to want it within themselves. Yeah, I'm very grateful for all of my friends, though. Like, most of my friends, we've known each other for 10 plus years, and, like, we kind of are all very aware of, like, the power of words, and also the power of action. because I think that that's the step that a lot of people forget, especially in like in manifestation. Like, you can burn all the affirmations you want, you can like pray to the moon all you want. You actually have to, along with those manifestations, you know, if you're asking for something specifically, the universe might throw an opportunity in your face. And if you don't take that opportunity and take action, it's just not going to work out for you. And it's going to be a sad day. But will it be that sad? Because if you really wanted it, you would get it. So you might not even be sad. You might be happy you have something to complain about. People love complaining and doing nothing about it. At least me, when I complain, or if I complain, I typically don't really complain. But when I do complain, I'll complain while I'm actively doing something. Like, I'll complain while I'm actively changing my circumstances. Like, this is not something like this is never gonna be, I will never be a safe space for people to complain and do nothing about it. I'm so sorry. I will never be that safe space for you. Ever. Ever. Because you're going to say these things to me, and I'm going to ask you, okay, well, what's your course of action? Like, what are you going to do about it? Oh, I don't know. I think I'm out. I'm out. Yeah. The power of action is very important. I said I wanted to start working out in the gym again. I said I wanted to gain my weight back. So what did I do? I started going to the gym again. I started eating more. I did the research on the foods that I need to be eating as a pescatarian to gain weight. What food should I cut out? What type of workout should I do? What days should I do them? What routine should I follow? What time do I have to wake up so I get my maximum amount of protein throughout the day? What time should I be going to sleep so my body has enough time to regenerate? Shit like that.